Hey there, it's Ann back again with part 2 of our Great Summer Camp Retention Challenge. I hope you enjoyed our last video, which we talked about retention versus attrition and the importance of it. We also talked about how to calculate what your retention rate has been last year and set a goal for your retention rate this coming year. I don't know about you, but I'm a numbers person and I love to have a goal, something that is quantifiable, and I know how I can reach that goal and that number. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that video, it's not required for this video, but you might want to go back and just take a look at it and see if there are some ideas there that you might be able to use. In this video, you are going to get our list of 30 amazing retention ideas. And I know that you want to go straight to that, and actually you could, if you want to. The file is right out there on the website, and you could go right this minute and download it and print out that file. But I want to challenge you to do something different first, and that is we're going to actually brainstorm your own ideas. And the thing about printing ours off first is that I'm afraid that our ideas will taint your own brainstorming for your ideas. And so that's why I really want you to do your own first and then print off our file. However you want to do it is fine. Now I want to talk really quickly about the difference between retention and marketing activities. So perhaps this fall and winter you have other things that you're offering, other classes, events, parties, whatever other kinds of things that you're actively doing this fall and winter with your customers. And so you may think to yourself, well, I'm sending them material all the time. I'm in touch with my customers all the time. But it's different if what you're reaching out to them about is something for them to sign up for or pay for, or an event like that, which really from their perspective is more marketing. Retention is not marketing. It is actually free for them. It's actually something that very often doesn't require them to do anything. Certainly you could still have a party that's part of your retention plan, but it's not an event that they sign up for and pay for. It's something that you give them. So retention is different from marketing because some parents may not want those sorts of classes and other offerings, and so therefore may just turn that off. They may not even look at those emails or those things that you're sending to them. So this brainstorming technique is one that I use all the time. I love it. It is what I use. Bill and I will use this technique when we're trying to figure out what to do on a Friday night. I use this when I'm planning our family vacation, trying to figure out where to go and what to do. This is a great technique to come up with lots of ideas in a very short amount of time. Now, all you need for this is a pad of paper and a pen or pencil. Okay, so super easy, pad of paper, pen or pencil, get yourself a timer, probably just the clock on your phone is fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause, and you're going to set a timer for 10 minutes and brainstorm 30 ideas. This is my list of 30 ideas. Bill did the same thing. And what I can tell you is that on a regular pad of paper, there's about 27 lines. And if you include the line at the bottom and you put 2 at the top, you've got a page with 30 items. And you have to write them briefly because you've only got 10 minutes, and probably abbreviate some things just so you know what you mean, because it all needs to fit on 1 line each. Okay? Now, what is the trick to this? So first off, the first 10 items you will probably come up with very quickly. These will be things that you're maybe already doing, things that are just on the top of your mind, things that you know maybe you should be doing, but there'll be the first 10 will be fairly easy to come up with. The second 10, so 11 through 20, is going to take a little more effort and energy for you to think about the second set of 10 items. So I have a cheat for you, and you're allowed to go back to your first 10 and augment some of those ideas. So maybe in your first 10 ideas you said, send a thank you email. In your second 10, you could say, send a thank you email with a thank you video, okay? Or with a thank you coupon, or something along those lines. So just augmenting, taking some of the original ideas and augmenting that for the second 10. You may also think about things like what's the age of the kids that come to your camp? What is there about your camp that you want to tie in the theme of your camp with whatever it is that you're sending them, or inviting them to, or whatever. You maybe think about things that have to do with holidays that are coming up. And so that second 10, you're just starting to, the idea is just to be getting the gears greased, getting your brain working on coming up with some new and different ideas, so that when you get to the third and final 10 ideas, so 21 through 30, you're really thinking outside the box, and this is where you'll come up with some real gems, some great ideas. And I can tell you that your competitors are not doing this. So the ideas that you're going to come up with are so unique and different that when parents receive these things, whether it's an email or a video or something physical in the mail or an invitation to some sort of an event, they're going, oh, nobody else is doing this. I haven't heard from anybody else. And I can tell you that many of these parents are not hearing from any other of the camps that they went to. So you really can stand out in doing these sorts of things by just being very different from what any of your competitors are doing. Okay, so that's the exercise. You're going to pause the video, you're going to set your timer for 10 minutes and brainstorm your 30 items. Remember, these are not marketing things, these are retention things. Okay, so pause the video, 10 minutes, 30 ideas, then come back. Okay, well, I hope you had success in writing down some 30 ideas. Hopefully you actually reached 30 and didn't stop at 27, because it's sometimes those final little ones that really bring you some amazing ideas. But you may continue to think of more ideas. I do. I know that when my brain is working in that way, I will think of more ideas over the next couple of days. So when you think of more ideas, just have a piece of paper somewhere and jot down some other ideas that you can add to your list. And now's the time that you get to go and print out the list from Bill and I. So what we did, same thing, we brainstormed our 30, I put them together, I removed all the ones that were super obvious that I thought you probably already had on your list. And so what you're getting from us is a list of our best 30 ideas for you. What I want you to do is take your 30 and our 30, and I want you to go through and highlight everything that looks to you like it might apply to your company, for your organization. Okay, so you're looking for things that fit your theme, fit the age range of the kids that come there, fit the maybe fit your budget or the amount of time you have to devote. And I want you to pick, make sure you're picking things that are a variety of different activities. In other words, maybe some is a video, some email, some mailing something home, some an event that's a free event they can come to, a variety of different things, because different items will be attractive to different parents. So some parents may just on a regular basis not look at their emails, but they might look at an actual physical mail piece. They may be more into Facebook, and they will see something more on Facebook than they would in an email. So make sure you're picking a variety of things. And by the way, what you're highlighting now you're not making a commitment to actually do this fall and winter. These are just those ideas that seem to be the best fit, the best match for your organization. Okay, so highlight all of those. Hopefully you'll get 10 to 20 different items that you feel are good for you. And then what I want you to do is pick one of those items that you will do, you are going to commit to doing this week for this challenge. So our idea here is just to get one thing done, quick win. Make sure you're reaching out to parents, once again, not in a marketing way, but in a retention way. A couple of very important things. This needs to be quick and easy. So I'm going to suggest it's probably an email, which is free. And it might be an email including something like a video, or maybe it's something printable, or maybe it's a coupon, but somehow or other, I think an email is probably one of the easiest things you can do this week. So you want it to be something that you can accomplish this week. The other thing that's super important about this first thing that you do is that it is not something that the parents have to do anything, so that it's not a burden on them, that the recipient is not having to do something. So this is not a time for a survey or asking them to reply to your email with some bit of information. It's not a time where you're going to ask for testimonials or ask them to go somewhere and review your camp. It's not for them to have to do something. This should be a touch point to them that requires nothing on their part, just simply for them, if it's an email, for them to open the email and maybe click through to watch a video or maybe print something off, but no more than that. So it should be super, super easy for them to do. Okay, and so that is our exercise for today. That's all there is to it. You brainstormed your 30, hopefully. You printed out our 30. You highlighted the ones that seem to make the most sense for your organization, and you picked one that you're going to try to do this week. Now, optionally, you could get started on that, but in our next video, I'm going to talk about some details of some things that I think are some of the most fun ones, and I'm also going to talk about the ones that I think are most important to absolutely include in your fall and winter plans, one of which is to do a customer survey. You will find that to be so valuable, to hear from your customers, to get the voice of the customer. What is it that they like the most? What do they not like? What's important to them? Asking them about things that you're thinking about changing to get their feedback. Asking open-ended questions where they can give you their written responses to some things. You will find this so unbelievably helpful and valuable, and I'm going to talk about how you can do that. And we're going to also share with you some of the other exciting things that we're going to be doing with Camps Rock this fall and winter that we're going to be doing, because we're doing some cool stuff too. And so that is our video next week. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like our 30 ideas. I hope you like your 30 ideas, and we're all set for some really cool stuff to happen this week in reaching out to parents. Okay? Awesome. See you next time. Bye-bye.